Hey! Hold up. Did Apple just pull a fast one on us? They dropped this all-new iPhone 16e out of nowhere like it's some surprise Beyoncé album release. No spring event, no flashy keynote, just boom, here's your budget phone for 2025. And guess what? It's cheaper than their flagship models, but still costs more than my first car. Is Buget phone for rich people only. So today we're breaking down everything about the iPhone 16e, the good, the bad, and the downright hilarious. You'll learn why this might be the best value for money iPhone ever, or if you're better off sticking with last year's model. Plus, I'm throwing in some juicy comparisons that will make you rethink everything you thought you knew about Apple's strategy. But wait until you hear what they left out. It's wild. So let's start with the elephant in the room. Where is the spring event? Was it cancelled because Tim Cook forgot his lines? Or maybe because there wasn't enough to show besides this budget iPhone? Rumor mills were churning harder than a smoothie blender about an M4 MacBook Air, new iPads, maybe even a home hub thingamajig. Instead, Apple decided to drop this bombshell quietly online. Why? Well, either they didn't think these updates deserved the spotlight, or they're saving something bigger for later. Spoiler alert, I think it's the latter. But hold on tight, folks, because while the lack of fanfare is funny, the actual design of this phone, that's where things get interesting. Okay, so imagine taking an iPhone 8, feeding it steroids, and giving it a glow-up worthy of a TikTok makeover challenge. That's basically the iPhone 16e. Gone are the chunky bezels and home button, hello, slim bezels, Face ID, and, oh yeah, a notch. The notch is back, baby. It's like seeing your ex at a party. You thought you were done with it, but here we are again. RIP Touch ID, though. Seriously, who needs fingerprints when you can stare at your phone awkwardly every time you unlock it? Now compare this to Android phones. They've been rocking hole punch cameras and under-display sensors for years. Meanwhile, Apple's playing catch-up like someone trying to join a group chat mid-conversation. But wait, the design isn't the only throwback feature here. Let me tell you about the screen. Alright, tech nerds, gather round. This is where the iPhone 16e starts earning its keep. Say goodbye to LCDs and hello to OLED goodness. Vibrant colors, inky blacks. It's like upgrading from watching Netflix on a potato to streaming in glorious 4K. Of course, don't expect any fancy 120 Hz refresh rates here. Nope, you're stuck at 60 Hz, which feels slower than waiting for your Wi-Fi to reconnect after a power outage. Classic Apple move. Give you the bare minimum and charge you top dollar anyway. For context, budget Android phones have had OLED displays and high refresh rates for years now, but hey, at least Apple finally joined the 21st century, right? Just when you think you're getting used to this phone, bam, the camera punches you in the face, literally. Let's talk cameras. Now, before you scream, where is the telephoto? Hear me out. The iPhone 16e packs a single 48 megapixel lens, but trust me, it's not as sad as it sounds. I mean, sure, having multiple lenses would have been nice, but remember, this is supposed to be a budget phone. And honestly, unless you're planning to film the next Marvel movie, this setup should cover most people's needs. It's like ordering a combo meal instead of a la carte. You save money, but you miss out on dessert. In this case, dessert is zooming in on squirrels from 100 feet away. But wait, there's more. Remember how I mentioned USB-C earlier? Oh boy, buckle up, because this is where things get really exciting. Lightning ports, yeah, they're officially dead. Long live USB-C. Apple finally joined the rest of the world in using one cable to rule them all. Took them long enough, huh? It's almost poetic justice. For years, Apple made us buy proprietary cables like they were selling gold-plated HDMI cords. Now, you can use the same charger for your phone and your toothbrush. Progress. And speaking of progress, the real star here is the A16 chip. Same processor as the iPhone 16, folks. Translation, you're getting flagship level performance without breaking the bank. Play games, edit videos, scroll Instagram for hours. It won't flinch. But what about battery life? Does it last longer than my New Year's resolutions? Stick around because next up we're diving into the nitty-gritty details. All right, let's cut to the chase. How long does this thing actually last? Thanks to the A16 chip's efficiency, Apple claims you'll get decent battery life. But come on, we all know how that story ends. You'll still need a charger by lunchtime. And then there's the price tag. $599. Not exactly cheap, but hey, it's still the most affordable new iPhone you can buy in 2025. Compare that to the iPhone 16 Pro, which costs more than my rent, and suddenly this doesn't seem so bad. Here's the kicker. The iPhone 16 has 2 cameras, a dynamic island, and slightly better specs. But do you really need those features? Most people won't even notice the difference. Save your cash, folks. But wait. Before you hit that checkout button, there's one final twist you need to know about. So, to sum it up, the iPhone 16e is like that friend who shows up late to the party but still manages to steal the spotlight. Sure, it's missing a few bells and whistles, but it's got enough charm to win you over. If you enjoyed this deep dive, smash that like button faster than Face ID unlocks your phone, or else Siri might delete your contacts. Seriously, leave a comment below and tell me, is the iPhone 16e worth it, or is Apple pulling another classic bait and switch? Oh, and one last thing, if you think this phone is crazy, wait till you see what's coming next. Stay tuned because the future of iPhones is about to get wild. See ya.